Hello, everyone. Leader Dorset Spur back with my match reaction from the match against Aston Villa at the weekend. Wow. Um, I've got to be honest with you. I'm literally going to hold my hands up and say I didn't see that coming. Not at all. I um, I did my prediction, and my prediction was a 2-2 with the hope that we might actually turn it around and sneak a 2-1. I was expecting something totally different from what we got. And happy to take it. Happy to take it. It's been a great week to be a Spurs fan, and I'll take that all day long and enjoy the ride. That's what we're here for. Um, I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that I was really shocked. I've not watched Aston Villa, if I'm honest. I don't tend to watch too many other games. I don't really get the time to watch other teams' performances and so on. Not really that interested. But um, I got to be in this. I was absolutely shocked at Aston Villa. I I wasn't expecting them to be um, really physical, real time wasting, dark art type football. That just wasn't what I was expecting to see. I thought that Villa were doing really well and playing well and developing, but from minute one, um, the goalkeeper Martinez, I think he chucking himself to the floor and holding on to the ball for ages, taking a long time to kick the ball out, and then the niggly fouls, the falling over, physicality and stuff like that really surprised me. Really surprised me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was working. It was really working, and they were playing their game and really, I thought in the first half they were doing enough. I didn't feel we did enough at all to really get anything at that point. I was really disappointed with the play. I felt that we were quite lackluster and slow. It felt like we were sitting in front of them, just looking like, what can we do here? Like it's a low block, we can't play through them. There was no ingenuity in there, and it just seemed so predictable down the sides and kind of not going. And Villa were really solid there. So breaking up play or niggly fouls. These are the kind of notes that I was making in my mind about what goes on. I guess we can't not talk about the scenario with Vicario. Now Vicario gets an awful lot of um, stick, really. Not just from Spurs fans, but from the media and all the rest of it about being weak and all the rest of it. I personally think that he's improved a lot from that perspective. I mean, he's a great shot stopper, like a great shot stopper. Um, Flaps a bit at crosses and stuff like that, which is a bit of a worry and something he probably needs to work on. But actually, I do rate him as a keeper. I do think he does fairly well in terms of this goal. In terms of this goal that was scored against him, I've got to be honest with you. I saw so much stick, even on WhatsApp groups that I was reading, and I was actually quite shocked at how much abuse he was getting for it because I'm watching it on a big screen TV in the club, and it looked to me so the ball came in. The first ball came in. He made a great save to put it out for the second corner. At that second corner, he's getting manhandled all over the place, right? I can't think who the Tottenham player was. I think it was Johnson actually got involved and was pushing the other Aston Villa player away, and he's pushing this one away, and Vicario's pushing the other one away, trying to create that space. And the other defenders are not picking up a man. They're not looking at that, right? So he's got this guy in front of him, Rogers, and he's kind of pushing him away and all the rest, trying to create that space. So the ball comes in, it comes off. I think it came off of one of our players actually, and it comes down. It comes down low. He manages to push and pull himself in front of Rogers, to finally get to the ball and makes a great save. The rebound off of it goes anywhere. It goes to Rodgers, who is then just standing there, and between him and I think it was Udogie, he just manages to get his foot there first. Now, in my opinion, he shouldn't have been able to be there in the first place because the ref should have been blowing up for a foul. If that's not a Tottenham goalkeeper, then for me, that's a foul all day long. I see them. I see the keepers getting far more protection now than they were getting before, and they've said that they're going to be harder on that, and yet they don't seem to be hard on it for Vicario. So he was getting a lot of stick for me, and I'm like, that's just it's just not right. I just don't think he deserved the stick he was getting. I'm not saying he don't deserve any stick from time to time because he does, but in that scenario, I was really surprised at how quickly the narrative changed. The narrative changed on him, and he kind of got picked up for it. I was actually quite shocked. Well, I thought he did all right, and say he got to the first one, created the second goal, got to that one, deflection goes to their player who, you know, if Udogie gets his foot up just that bit higher, he blocks it, right? And it's just one of them. So I really annoyed about how roughed up the keeper's getting, and I just think if he was to do more than he was doing, he would have probably given away a penalty, pushing their player away. And I'm just shocked at how that was. Although I have to say, I thought the ref had a shocking game. I really felt that he could have picked up the time wasting quicker. He could have called up some of these fouls and stuff like that. He could have broke that up a lot quicker. And I read somewhere that the only two players that got booked was Romero and Porro, and no one got booked from the Villa side, which I was again surprised about. But then I didn't think the ref had a particularly good game anyway. So, but listen, that aside, the second half, what a difference! And of course, brilliant to see Johnson get a goal again. So Johnson again, ole ole, fantastic, brilliant crossing from Son, who was pretty kind of not around. He wasn't really in the game in the first half, and he just started coming into his own in that second half. He got a brilliant ball in for Johnson, and potentially it could have been Solanke because he was kind of following in. Johnson gets there, scores a goal. Brilliant to see. His goal drought lasted 4 games, and now he's back on the score sheet again. So please, can you, Johnson haters that are just on that guy's back, get back in your box again. Like, he can't do any more than he's doing. He's scoring goals. He's contributing to the team. Give the guy some credit, for God's sake. I just, honestly, listen. It is what it is. But I've been impressed with him. I think he's having a good season. He's going to have quiet games, but he's still kind of leading in there. It was interesting. It was interesting at that point that after the goal that Ange takes Sonny off, which seemed a really, really strange decision because he was just coming into the game, really starting to make a difference. And I'm thinking, why are you taking him off? Why are you taking him off now? And you're bringing on Richarlison, who's not having a great time. And so I'm like, Ange, you're going to be coming for some stick for that. But listen, after, in the cold light of day after winning, you can kind of understand the logic, right? He said, last time they brought him back, he came on for 60 minutes, he got injured again, and we lost him for a few more games. We've got a difficult time coming up. We need all our players, can't afford to lose him again. So, yeah, he's getting more involved in the game. He's doing more. He's just got an assist. He's starting to impact the game, but is that going to be at the detriment of the player? And on top of that, you've got Richarlison coming back from injury. We want to give him some minutes. It kind of made sense, I guess, in the cold light of day. So Richie comes in, takes his place. Bissouma comes on, takes on Bentancur's place. And again, I thought Bissouma played really, really well. Bentancur had a really good game as well, to be fair. But Bissouma, I thought did really well coming on. Romero came again flying into a tackle. After winning one, he comes in and flies into a tackle, and I'm thinking, mate, that's a you're lucky there to get a yellow. I thought he could have got sent off for that. So I was, like this at this point. We've just got back in the game, and here I am, kind of heading my hands, thinking, here we go again. What's the score here? But luckily he didn't. He got injury. He get taken off, and the ever professional Davis comes on, and what an impact he had, because he was the one who got the interception that then goes through to Kulu, who plays a brilliant ball through to Solanke, who under pressure, getting chased down by a keeper, keeps his cool and chips a beautiful goal, and to get back off the mark and shut up some of those people that are saying that don't talk to me about contributions. I want to see goals from him. Well, I'm sorry, but footballers are not just about one aspect of the game. There's got to be more to it than that. And for me, I think West Ham, I thought he was outstanding without getting an assist or getting a goal. But today, he gets that goal, took it really, really well, full of confidence, and I, loved seeing it. But again, Davis gets the tackle in, plays it through to Kulu, who again has just been brilliant. Every time he plays, he's going through a real purple patch at the moment. And then, of course, just after that, the brilliant Pap Sarr does something very, very similar. Gets an interception, plays the ball out to Richie, who then brilliantly plays a brilliant part. And it's probably the only thing he really, really did of any real note. He plays a ball in, and Solanke follows in and gets his well-deserved second goal. But unfortunately, pulls up. He's hurt himself again. I mean, is he ever going to get to a situation where he's not injured, where he can play consistently? Because they've tried to hold back on him, and integrate him back in slowly, and straight away looks like he's pulled a hamstring. I haven't seen the news about how bad it is or whatever, but there you go. What a nightmare! What a nightmare! Just again, as he was impacting the game and getting back on it, and to be fair, it's probably shot Ange in the foot, taking Sonny off to protect him, to bring Richie on to give him some minutes to help his development, to then end up with another injury. It's just really, really frustrating to see that happen. But then, of course, the icing on the cake, we get a free kick from Solanke getting pulled over. Fair play to him. Another contribution from him, and James Maddison, who came on to replace Richie, places the ball down, has a bit of a tinker with it, gets it into the position he wants, and takes one of the most beautiful free kicks that you will see. Smashes it in there. Keeper's got absolutely no chance, and then we are 4-1. 4-1, and I'm thinking, okay, we can at least get a draw out of this now. I was that confident that we were going to be okay. So rounds off an all-round great performance, or a great second half anyway. Really turned it around, did what we needed to do. One of the best teams for turning over after going behind. I think we're now the highest goal scorers in the league. We're not. I think is that like the third goal we've conceded from a set piece, from a corner, whatever. And again, I'd argue that it should never have been given anyway. So things are going in the right direction, whether you like it or not. And people going, oh yeah, but it was, it's nobody's. We're not played anyone of substance. Well, Villa are up there. They've been doing well. Man City, albeit they played a bit of a weakened side, but we played a bit of a weakened side. Man United, oh yeah, the worst Man United side ever. You get all that, but you can only beat who's in front of you, right? And you take the result and you move on. You're happy. The fans were celebrating after the game, which was good to see. You've got a couple of videos of that from from the guys who were up there from South Dorset Spurs. So thanks to those guys for posting those videos for me. So yeah, you can't be unhappy with that performance. You have to take it all day long. Getting some credit from John McGinn from for the crowd for the support that was given there. It did again sound really good on the TV. Really pleased to see that, because atmosphere has been a bit of an issue, especially in a new stadium. But if you're playing well and you're winning games, then that will get the crowd going and will get you um, some atmosphere going, and make you feel like you're, you know, um, playing, the best football that you can, and the crowd are enjoying it and having a good time, which is what it's about, because football is an entertainment. As much as people call out it's a sport, it's a business, and all the rest of it, for us as fans, it's an entertainment. We go to watch and be entertained. So for me, I can't fault it. I'm really happy. Disappointed with the amount of injuries that we're getting. We've now got Richie off, I'm guessing, for a while. Van Ven, hopefully he's not too bad, which would be a real positive. But again, Dragusin, I thought played really well. Wasn't really troubled too much. Ben Davis looks like he can cover where he can. Archie Gray came in, picking up from Udogi, which again, good. We've got a little bit of cover in there, and he seems like he's assured on the ball, for an 18-year-old. So yeah, you can't go over the top. I get it. Let's not all gush over it. It's a win. It's 3 points. It's another 3 points. We've had, a shit performance against Palace. We've had a shit second half against Brighton, and we've lost and drawn a couple of games where we probably shouldn't have done, where we probably could have done better, but didn't play particularly badly. So I think our performances have been better than some of those results. But listen, when you lose, you're right to criticise and get the ump about it. When you win, then you should celebrate it. But again, not go over the top either way. Shouldn't go over the top if we lose. Shouldn't go over the top if we win. Just enjoy the wins, moan about the losses, and hope that we can come back from it even stronger. But we'll see what happens in terms of injuries, and who we get in midweek against Galatasaray. And we go for there. I'll be back tomorrow live at 7:30 with a Shooting the Shit podcast that we've been doing. Hopefully you'll come along and enjoy that. Stick your comments in the comments section so we can read them and answer them if we need to. It'd be good to have you there. I appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting on the channel of late. I know I've been doing a lot of rambly videos, but stick with it, guys. Stick with it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Up the Spurs.